So the next thing on the list is Diamond in the Rough. It's another early quest, a direct sequel to the one we completed last episode, and brings me one step closer to unlocking the city of Menaphos. It doesn't require anything other than some food to kill, 6 level 2 bandits, which we've already proven are absolute garbage, and 2 level 5 thugs. Gives me some nice, freebie experience, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get cracking, and the first thing to do here is talk to... Oh, God. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait, no, this is bad. Oh, jeez. I've decided this will be a good time to lay out how this account works, what the goal is for the account, along with what my restrictions are and the challenges lying ahead of me. As a general rule, I cannot leave the desert. I'm allowing my character to teleport to the Vine Sweeper minigame via the Cactus Patch in Al-Kharid, along with access to the Mage Training Arena. I will not, however, be allowed to go to Mazcab, as it is on an entirely different planet, or be accessing the level 80 Wisp colony, as it requires leaving the desert to reach. The goal is to get at least a single kill on Telos, preferably while still being a hardcore Ironman, while not allowing myself to gain any levels or items from outside the Kharidian desert. Telos is a challenging boss for most anyone, but with the restrictions I've set myself, the challenge increases. I will not have access to things like curses, ancients magic, or even the invention skill. Furthermore, most of the ideal items and equipment you will need to fight Telos effectively are out of my reach. When I say preferably still a hardcore Ironman, I mean that while normally if a hardcore Ironman is dead, it's game over, no respawning. But there are some exceptions. If I can reach 1000 total level without dying, I am allowed to purchase a divine coin for 100,000 gold. This grants me an extra life, and one more coin can be bought at 1600 total level for 10 million gold. Finally, I can also purchase a jar of divine light, which, after both lives have been burned, will revive me one last time, downgrading the account to a regular Ironman. Despite these items sitting in Edgeville, which is outside of the desert, I will be making the exception to run out and buy them, for my sanity. While I've done my best to keep exceptions as minimal as possible, there are a couple more. I'll be completing 2 quests outside of the desert, Gertrude's Cat and Restless Ghost, as they're prerequisites for other quests in the desert that will come up in a later episode. I will also be brutally assaulting an evergreen tree with a knife, but that'll be talked about later. It's worth noting that any items I need for these quests that can be gotten in the desert, regardless of how ridiculously tedious it might be to do so, will have to be obtained in the desert in an attempt to make up for repeatedly ruining this account. One last exception is that I will be buying a house from the real estate agent, because... reasons. Mining and smithing was mentioned briefly in the first episode, and I need to go into detail on it. The rocks you saw me feverishly mining are called uncommon gem rocks. They can be mined at level 1 and offer a variety of low-level gems that can be cut for crafting experience and, as you saw, sold for a decent amount of gold. However, the main focus of mining, for me, is to gather ores that I can process with the smithing skill into various weapons and armor that I will undoubtedly need in the future. The problem is, tin and copper are the only ores you can process at level 1 smithing. The only source of tin and copper out here is in the mining camp, which I cannot access until I've completed the tourist trap quest, which requires 20 smithing. However, I have a solution for this, which I will cover later. One of the other issues with being trapped in the desert is what ores are available to me. If all goes well, I can create bronze, iron, steel, and mithril items. However, while I can mine adamant ore in the desert, its catalyst, luminite, is nowhere to be found out here. Furthermore, runite ore is missing. I can mine Dracolith in the resource dungeon north of Al-Kharid, but there is no orichalcite, meaning I cannot forge orichalcum items. Similarly, while there is an outcropping of nechrite ore in the desert, its catalyst, phasmatite, is not available, meaning no necronium gear. And lastly, while I can mine light animica in the desert, there is no dark animica, meaning elder rune gear is also out of the question. So with all these powerful metals made unavailable to me, how am I meant to progress my gear to take on tougher challenges? Well, I do have some backup plans, and some will be revealed in this video, others at a later date. On the back of a dead, planet-devouring god, yes, you heard that correctly, there is a minigame called the Anima Islands. It involves the player traveling to 4 islands, completing the tasks on each and filling a progress bar. Once the time limit is reached on an island, you're transported to the next one. Once you're done with all this, you're brought back to base and you're given points that can be spent on the reward shop. This shop is key. It offers a set of hybrid armor that will scale in strength based on your level, capping out at level 75. This makes it a great substitute item for when I'm otherwise lacking in proper equipment. The shop also offers an array of ability unlocks, 2 of which will be absolutely necessary for combat, Devotion and Sacrifice. Devotion is a threshold ability that causes protection prayers to reduce incoming damage to 1 for 10 seconds, with successful kills extending that timer. Sacrifice will damage the enemy and heal the user for 25% of the damage dealt, or 100% if it kills the target. Furthermore, the tasks on the islands themselves offer experience in various skills, including divination, dungeoneering, agility, fire-making, prayer, hunter, and construction. These experience rates aren't the greatest, but they're consistent and will be a boon to the account. But the real reason I'll be grinding away at this minigame is the large experience lamp. Once a week for 5,000 points, or roughly 5 runs of this minigame, I can purchase this lamp and gain a generous amount of experience in one skill of my choice. This lamp is what I intend to use to solve my previously mentioned issue of gaining 20 smithing to complete the tourist trap. I know that was borderline information overload, but I hope this breakdown answers some of your questions and helps clarify what this series will be about and what to look forward to in the future. Alright, so let's go ahead and accept this quest and get ready to rock and roll.
Come on, we've got to move fast. Grab the heavyweight again, then let's get out of here. If you've got any questions, we can talk.
Are you kidding? I have to do this again? God damn it. Oh, great. Apparently the heavyweight from the last puzzle is key to finding the real Kathaar, not the fake one that has been hiding in this vault here. So now I just have to go find the real one so I can save the prince and be a hero. Excuse me, totally not carrying stolen property from the palace. Don't mind me. Alright, got myself some nice desert robes so I don't boil alive out there. Oh wow, okay, so the real gem was actually inside the weight. And that's new.
Well, that's new.
I see. I have no idea what any of this means. You're quite literally hiding in the sand. Okay. I'm actually losing a staunch amount of life here. It makes me nervous, considering this food heals whatever it feels like.
Hang on. It's more of a sinking feeling.
I hate you, Ozan. I really hate you.
It'll make for a more exciting story when I retell it.
If you retell it.
Nothing's working. We can't get out.
Oh, this is great.
This can't be how it ends.
It looks like this is how it ends. Oh, series over. Shut up, Ozan.
Looks bad. Sounds bad. Smells worse.
A lot like you, Ozan.
Hang on. I think I can feel a torch. No. That's definitely not a torch.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Did Ozan just call my character massively hung?
Why did it have to be dung cow fights?
God, that joke is horrible. Definitely having a blast here. Let me just go ahead and squish one of these guys. Come here. I'm just gonna start slicing you all open. Tuna. I am not eating tuna out of that. No, I am not eating that tuna. Oh, for the love of God. There you are.
There it is! You found the diamond! Quick! Grab it before these little bugs roll it away!
Give. Alright, thank you. This is great. Just... what just happened?
I am not crazy! I am a goddess!
Oh boy.
I am a mascot!
Great. We pissed off a god. See, Ozan? You see what happens? Did you have to insult a goddess? And there we go, quest complete. Oh wow, 10 thieving and 5 agility. What else did I get? That's it. Right on. Alright, so we'll go ahead and use this Constitution lamp right away. And there we go, 12 Constitution, moving on up, and 4 combat. And there we go, 5 prayer. Perfect. And I think that is the end of me questing for a little while. What is that? Oh wow. Yeah, that would have been useful last episode. I wouldn't have had to buy this scimitar. The mace, it offers 1 prayer bonus. That puts it above the scimitar as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, wow, okay. Free upgrade. Just gonna go ahead and pray for some shrimp. Oh, okay, and suddenly to fishing. I went from not getting any fish for extended periods of time to suddenly being drowned in fish. Maybe, just maybe, I will get 3 fish. Oh, there it is! 3 fishing, guys. Three fishing. So one of the things I'm going to be taking care of after this full inventory of shrimp, I'm going to call it right there for fishing and go get 10 fletching. As outside of 20 smithing, it's one of the other requirements I need to complete tourist traps. So I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way. Alrighty then, full inventory of shrimp. Gonna go ahead and just bank these for now. I will probably cook them later. So as a side note, these 4 normal trees here, yeah, right? 4? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, are the only normal trees I can access in the game. And, yeah, those 2 magic trees are the only magic trees I'll be able to get a hold of. But I also cannot get oak, willow, or maple. So I'll essentially be cutting these level 1 trees all the way until level 50 for Acadia trees in Menaphos, and then cutting those all the way to 75 for magic trees. I don't even know if I'm going to need the magic trees for anything, but that's the only way I'm really going to be able to get the levels. So this is going to be a blast. You know, I never really thought about Mage Training Arena being a relevant piece of content for me. It's kind of the cool thing about an account like this, is stuff that people wouldn't even think about is actually extremely useful for someone like me. Oh, what's that? Can I? Oh, hey, can I do this? I don't have the mining level for it, for sure. Oh, wait, I do. Hey! I was the first to mine this star, and I received 900 mining experience. Look at that. 3 mining levels. Okay, that's 12 mining, guys. So for those unaware, this is a fallen star. Periodically, I don't know the timing, I think it's once every couple hours. Oh, and 13 mining. Jesus, is just flying by. Anyway, every couple hours, I believe, one of these rocks will spawn in a random place in the world, and you can mine it for, as you can tell, some pretty generous experience levels in mining. But there's also a nice hefty reward if you get to the middle and turn in all this stardust I'm collecting. It caps at 200 stardust. After 200, you stop getting it, but you still get the experience, so it's worth it. Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and crack away at this rock here and take a break from, you know, wood cutting. RuneScape will do this to you. At least it does it to me. Like, you know, you go out with a plan. I'm gonna do this thing. This is the goal. This is the thing I'm gonna do. And then it just smacks you with a crashed rock and says, hey, you should do this. 15 mining. By the way. Oh, 20 mining. I have been joined by a friend. Amazing. I almost forgot what other players looked like. Your sorry soul is going to make it in the video. And there we go. 25 mining. We're just 25% of the way from 99. Aha! 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 No. If any of you were ever wondering what the username Midrashim means, it's actually a subtle reference to my favorite video game growing up. If any of you happen to know what it is, just based on the name, go ahead and drop it in the comments, and you will have my undying gratitude for recognizing it. Very dead game. And there we go. 30 mining. Right on. I can now mine mithril. And 100 total level. Brilliant. I think I started with less than 75 today. That is one ugly baby. Oh, sweet. Alright, so this thing gave me 50,000 gold, 152 cosmic runes, 52 astral runes, and 20 gold spirits. The gold spirits don't really matter, but the cosmic runes are going to be great for enchanting my own jewelry later on. I actually not 100% sure how I would have got them otherwise, although I'm sure there's something that drops them around here somewhere. This does save me a lot of trouble. I kid you not, that rock took like 2 hours to crack open. Was not expecting that at all. Hey, 2 fletching. Alright, and on that note, I think we're going to go ahead and call the video here. Managed to get a quest done, and instead of getting 10 fletching like I wanted to, I ended up getting 34, almost 35 mining levels just from a single fallen star. Not to mention some handy cosmic runes, and 50k cash, man. I can't complain. I'd say a lot got done in this video, whether or not it was what I wanted to do or not, but that's just how RuneScape is. Hello everyone, if you've made it this far, I want to thank you all for watching. I put a lot more effort into editing this video compared to the previous one, and I really hope it shows. If you appreciate what I'm doing here, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really motivates me to keep making more content for all of you. Thank you again, and I will see you in the next video.